Good evening, YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting in a Fan. I hope you and yours are happy and healthy, safe and well in YouTube land. Right now the time is approximately 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time, and the date is Monday, January 25th, 2021. Let me just record. Yes, Monday, January 25th, 2021. I feel good. I've had a lovely day. I've had an immensely relaxing day. And contrary to popular opinion, I do not have a full-time job. I know it seems that way because most of the videos I do are after 6 p.m. But no, I don't have a full-time position of employment. As a matter of fact, technically, as of Wednesday, December 30th, 2020, but officially as of Friday, January 1st, 2021, I am a full-time psychic again. I am thrilled about it. I'm really excited about it, and I've wanted to do this for a while. I had a side position of employment for several years, and oh, hold on, let me take a sip of my tea. And for a long time it was really wonderful. But I began to notice some changes in the organization that weren't vibing with me. They just weren't vibing with me. And, you know, also, well, there were a few extenuating circumstances. I'll just leave it at that. And as I may have mentioned in a previous video, a new avenue of income opened up for me the first week of March 2020. So it wasn't like I needed to keep this side position of employment to like function, or survive, or live, or whatever. So I'm enjoying being a full-time psychic again. I really am. I'm very excited about it. And I'm definitely looking forward to the new opportunities that are already opening up for me. I can feel those seeds beginning to sprout. Anyway, so before I go any further, let me show you the different teas that I'm drinking. Lately I've been doing these combo things. I take a tea bag of one tea and a tea bag of another tea. I don't know how gauche that is, but it's working for me. So now, in spite of being a twining snob, I am open to drinking other lines of teas and other varieties of teas and other brands of teas. So I decided to combine Bigelow Wild Blueberry with Acai and Bigelow Benefits Blueberry and Aloe. And I'm going to have my awesome audiovisual person, the box opened up, do a close-up of both boxes. And I love, love, love both of these teas. They're so delicious. They're really rich. They have this intense flavor that I love. And I've always loved blueberries. I've always loved the fruit. I've always loved the flavor. When I was a teenager, my standard flavor of yogurt was blueberry. By the way, magically speaking, blueberries are wonderful for protection, and they're also wonderful for clarifying one's intentions. And of course, being blue, or related to dark blue, they have a connection to both the throat and the third eye chakras. There you go. Okay. And of course, even though I no longer teach prosperity classes, I am still Mr. Prosperity, and now I'm going to have my awesome, awesome, awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos, also known as Drake, do a close-up of my recently reconsecrated Divine Prosperity altar. That's Abundancia. She got a little chilly, and the only thing I had available was a face mask, so she's okay. She's not as chilly as she was. She looks very high priestessy, I must admit. And I love that there's a statue, a candle actually, of Bastet. There is a tower of honey for Oshun, of course. There are the two mermaid scale candle holders. There's a peach orange one representing Oshun. There's a deep blue one representing Oya. There's also a canister of Shango Macho incense, which works beautifully. Orange blossom water, and I was burning some Fortune incense by Satya incense, and the red candles because money is a root chakra issue. So I have red candles. Now I'm going to see if my awesome audiovisual person can do a close-up of the layout cloth, which I found at a local fabric store. It is this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous print design of the Chinese kanji symbol of longevity, and the red and the gold, and clearly this Divine Prosperity altar is ready for the Chinese New Year of the metal ox, which is going to bring an influx of divine prosperity. Speaking of which, take a sip of my tea. I've been doing a lot of talking lately, so you know what that means. Speaking of divine prosperity and speaking of the Chinese New Year of the metal rat, I have the honor and pleasure of co-starring, or rather being featured on Michelle Swan Graham's Instagram channel on Friday, February 12th, 2021 from 8 p.m. Eastern Time onwards. It's going to be not only the day after the new moon in Aquarius, which just happens to be our sun sign, and my moon sign, by the way, but it is also the first day of the Chinese New Year of the metal ox. And I am very excited about this Chinese New Year. Big time excited. But what we're going to be doing is talking about metaphysical topics and offering readings. In fact, there's even a possibility that Michelle and I might do some tag team readings. You never know. And I will tell you, I have not done a tag team reading in forever. I mean, if I had to give you a time frame, it's been at least 2 decades since I've done a tag team reading with somebody, probably closer to 3 decades. So for those of you who've never had a tag team reading, and I'm not going to say that we're going to do that, it's just that it is a possibility. A tag team reading is basically 2 psychics, no waiting, where one client is having a reading by 2 intuitives. And let me tell you, I have always loved doing this. I do not have that many opportunities to do it, but the few times that I have, I milk it for all it's worth. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is in the description box below, I'm absolutely going to recommend that I'm going to link Michelle's Instagram account. Oh, by the way, on YouTube, she's Swanofdreamers. So you can always look for her in her YouTube channel via Swanofdreamers. But I don't remember the exact phrasing of her Instagram account, but I will include that in the description box of this video. And definitely subscribe to her Instagram account if you have Instagram. And also, very important, turn notifications on. That way, I mean, I'm going to recommend you mark your calendars as well, but that way, anytime she makes a post, anytime she does a live video, you're set and you're ready to go. She usually does live Instagram videos where she discusses metaphysical and magical topics and casts the cards using tarot and oracle cards on Friday nights. Obviously, she didn't do that on Christmas Day, because that was a Friday. But she normally does it on Friday nights. Occasionally, depending upon her schedule, she'll do it on a different day of the week, but traditionally it's Friday evenings beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I've had the honor and pleasure of joining in on the chat as a participant, like listening to the different things she's saying and contributing my own, comments on the topic and things like that. But the last 2 months, my schedule has been so abundantly full on Fridays that I have not had the opportunity to do that. In fact, there have been several occasions when I was just coming down from my week and I was just a little too tired, and I was just like, oh, I'm not going to be able to really pay attention to this the way I need to. And I must admit, I don't usually go to anybody else. My personal psychic advisor, Roger Pratt, has truly spoiled me for other psychics, but I have had a few occasions when I have called on Michelle to cast the cards for me, and she has been extremely accurate every single time. Oh, and before I forget, let me just dispel some negative energies. I love doing this. Yeah, the beautiful living goddess of Yayeo Botanica in Newark, New Jersey, on her YouTube channel, she always begins each video ringing the bell. And I want to tell you, doing that just makes a huge difference. Of course, if I'm really want to do the Santeria thing, I need to ring this bell. I love my bells. That's a great way to quickly and instantaneously dissolve lingering negative energies. Plus, if somebody's falling asleep in your presence, this will wake them right the fuck up. Okay, sip of tea, and then I'm going to continue. So, quick recap. Oh, I almost forgot. Yesterday, Drake, also known as my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos, and I did one video. And wouldn't you know it, I finally acknowledged the subscribers that I had not acknowledged in any way for almost a month, if not more than a month. No sooner do I finish watching the video to make sure it meets with my approval, I was informed that I have a new YouTube channel subscriber, and her name is Rocio Leon, Latina. It's funny, I have met several Rocios in my life. In fact, my brother was married to one. I'm sorry. It's not against any Rocios. My brother's on wife number 4. My brother needs to stop getting married. He really needs to stop getting married. I love him, but he needs to stop getting married. And I was so disappointed in his wife, because when I met her, I'm like, she's so with it. Like, she knows the score with this dude, and like, she married him. I'm like, you married him? And it's so funny because, no, that's a telenovela. I'm not doing a telenovela tonight. I'm doing a video. So, Rocio Leon, thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy the content from yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. And yes, I have the lighting and I have the fan. The fan is on, I know. But anyway, so just a quick recap. So I have the honor and pleasure of joining the Michelle Swan Graham, who is known as Swanofdreamers on YouTube. And I have the honor and pleasure of joining her on Friday, February 12th, 2021, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And she and I shall offer intuitive card readings for the people that join in. I am actually very excited about this, because now I can send an email, a group email stating February 2021 events with Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch. I don't usually get to do that. That makes me super happy. Hella happy, hella happy. So yeah, so I'm very excited about that. So I will include Michelle's Instagram account link in the description box below. My recommendation to you would be to subscribe to her Instagram channel. That way, even if I'm not appearing, you will have the opportunity to have a free reading from her. And she does write it down. So you know, she does write it down. Whoever expresses an interest in having a reading with her, they will you know, basically say, you know, I want to have a reading with you, I want to ask a question. She'll write it down on a piece of paper, on a pad, and then she'll go through one at a time. So there you go. So I would recommend joining in as early as possible. That way you can get, you know, your question answered as early as possible. And because because I believe in people being prosperous, I'm also going to say that if the Spirit moves you to give Michelle a love offering, you are more than welcome to do so. She has a PayPal.com account, and as I have said to people recently, you do not have to have your own PayPal.com account to send somebody money via PayPal, or rather to their PayPal.com account. You can actually use a card. You can use a debit card or a credit card to send them a love offering, or to pay for a fee. My awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos turned me on to Etsy several years ago, and I will tell you that there are some Etsy shop owners that only accept PayPal. If I have the money to pay for it via PayPal, I do that. But if I don't, I just pay with a card. I just, you know, will pay that person's PayPal, whatever the amount of the order is, with a card, and I'm set. And it works so conveniently, and it's such an easy, effortless procedure. It really is. So you don't have to have PayPal or want to get PayPal to send somebody a love offering or a payment or what have you to their PayPal.com account. You can use a card. Whatever card works for you, you can use. I have used MasterCards, I've used Visas, I've used American Express cards to pay for Etsy shop merchandise that only accepts PayPal, and I've had no problems, and they've had no problems because I've received the merchandise. So there you go. I'm very excited about this. I know that Michelle and I are still ironing out the details. More than likely what will happen is she'll come on at 8 p.m. and then she will bring me in. So that's how that goes, and then we'll take it from there. I don't know which tarot and oracle card decks I'll be using, but I probably will have several at the ready. And there you go. I wish all of you the brightest and most bountiful of blessings of peace and health and wholeness and healing and plenty of prosperity. I wish all of you a beautiful night and a wonderful week. And as always, stay tuned for the next video. And good night.